I don't normally talk about parenting on these videos, but as I said, I went to see Goosebumps 2, The Haunted Halloween at the cinema, and look, I get it. It's hard having teenage kids. I've got one myself, and I've got a 3-year-old. And being a parent, there's a lot of challenges you face. Some of them are social, and there's ways and means of tackling those. But there was a parent behind me, and I don't know what her thought process was. I don't know what her, decision making was, but what she did shat me. So me and Bryce, who went with me, we got there literally just when they'd finished cleaning the cinema from the previous session, and so, we had the joy of listening to that wonderful elevator music they play, and then all those unnecessary ads for insurance companies and all that other bullshit before the previews even started. But there's that massive amount of silence that exists before anything. So you can hear every word every other person says in the cinema. All the fights over candy and all the other bullshit. And this, she was Irish, as it happens. Irish woman behind us with her kids made a show about 3 times before the advert started of really loudly announcing to her children that they could do what they wanted at this point, but they would have to shut up and not speak once the movie started because they would disturb other patrons, which is fine in as far as it goes. She did it twice during the ads, again, and twice during the previews. At that point, it was becoming repetitive and annoying. But what really shits me is once the movie started, she didn't say a fucking word. And that's fine if that's also how her teenagers were. Except it's not. Once the movie started, they were on their phones, they were throwing stuff, they were running around, they were yelling over people to their friends 2 aisles forward. It was just chaos. And it's the single most shameless display of I'll pretend to do parenting that I've ever seen in a cinema in quite some time. And all that needed to be done was actually to go, do you know what? You guys aren't behaving yourselves. I've told you what you need to do. You're not doing it, so let's go. And I feel sorry for her on one level because clearly they had zero respect for her. But on the other hand, she was as disruptive in the lead-up as they were during it. And I just don't see the need for that. I've been to movies with a 3-year-old who has been better behaved than those teens were. And it's frustrating to know that that's where she's at. She's just decided I will make a pretense of caring about all the other cinema goers, but I won't actually have any control in any real way. And yeah, it's sad, but if you know you can't get your kids to do what they're told like that, if you know that it's embarrassing for you and disruptive for everybody else, I just beg you, don't take them to the cinema. Because it's not fair for other people. Especially as that was literally the last chance people without children had to see that movie, here in Victoria, before it comes out on DVD. So, yeah, that was really annoying as a parent. Who knows that there are ways and means, and that seriously just wasn't one of them.